South Carolina's historic plantations are strikingly beautiful, but also heartbreaking. How do you respectfully engage with this complicated history? Start with understanding what these places actually were and what they reveal about our past. Many plantations today are museums and cultural sites. They offer a glimpse into an era when wealthy European Americans built lavish homes and swept in gardens on the backs of enslaved African labor. But most of these estates are more than just pretty houses and manicured grounds. They are grappling with how to tell the full story of slavery, resistance, and legacy. Here are some notable sites and what they offer. Boone Hall in Mount Pleasant has restored slave cabins and offers live Gullah storytelling as well as demonstrations of crops that were in use during slavery. Magnolia Plantation and Gardens in Charleston offers a From Slavery to Freedom tour in addition to its famous romantic gardens. Hopswee Plantation near Georgetown has Gullah Geechee workshops, indigo dye classes, and basket weaving. Middleton Place in Somerville features a museum house and the stories of the enslaved people who lived and worked there. The oldest formal gardens in the U.S. are also on site. McLeod Plantation on James Island solely focuses on African American history. Every exhibit has deep context about the people whose lives and labor built this house and its former glory. There are many other plantations to explore in South Carolina. Each offers something unique, but all have a lot to teach us. Start with understanding the Rice Coast expertise. Many enslaved Africans brought to South Carolina from Senegal to Sierra Leone had advanced agricultural skills. Their knowledge of rice cultivation turned the swampy lowcountry into a rice empire in the 18th century. Because the Sea Islands were physically isolated and malaria-prone for Europeans, enslaved people often lived and worked here with minimal white oversight. This isolation allowed for a remarkable retention of African language, foodways, and spiritual traditions, which blended with the Low Country's unique environment to create the distinctive Gullah culture. It's also important to understand the grandeur versus reality. Greek Revival mansions and manicured gardens can easily seduce us, but many plantations now include exhibits or guided tours that center the lives of the enslaved, rather than just the planter class. That duality, beauty built on bondage, is the tension every responsible plantation site must address. So what can you do to respectfully engage with this history? First, choose plantations that prioritize inclusive storytelling. Not all do. Some still sidestep the subject of slavery entirely, but many have made strides in recent years. Look for plantations that offer slavery-focused tours. They're often led by trained interpreters or descendants and offer more depth than the main house tour. Ask questions. Don't shy away from those hard conversations about race, power, and historical memory. Finally, reflect. Don't romanticize. These are not just pretty wedding venues. They are places of generational trauma and resilience. Only by acknowledging that can we begin to heal. South Carolina's plantations are more than just pretty places. They are key to understanding our complicated past. By visiting with awareness, we can challenge harmful myths and engage with the real American story that unfolded here. One of exploitation and survival, innovation and cultural fusion.